Sun isn't in frame? Okay. I'll still be like backlit, but yeah. So I'll be a bit silhouetted and all that, but no pull. Did we already do the pull? I think when we got dropped off, mods were starting it. I'm not sure. Waving the sign. If I pull it back a little bit, it gets into the sun. So it depends on the angle. I'm just trying to light up the sign so maybe they can see the west. We have one? Okay, we did. Okay. People told you specifically that this waving the sign helps them? No. It's just something I do sometime, and in my head, maybe it helps. I don't think it would hurt. It just keeps me involved in the hitchhiking process. It shouldn't make it worse. I think you're asking for money. This is a weird spot to stand. You don't stand in an on-ramp begging for money. You stand at an off-ramp, because that's when people slow down and stop. This would be an illogical place to ask for money. And then I feel like the thumb is prominent enough. This is America. People know what hitchhiking is. You know what hitchhiking was in Japan? Yes. And I'm sure some of you might know there's some kind of like fairly famous TV show that had to do with hitchhiking in Japan. I don't know the specifics of it, but they certainly know what we were doing or what I was doing. Regions of America being harder and easier to hitchhike from. Anything in like major populated areas are hard to hitchhike in. And this has to do with like if it's a very population dense area, a lot of people are just driving local. Like it's hard to find spots to find drivers going anywhere. It's hard to find hitchhiking spots. It's hard to get out. Once things are spread out, it becomes a lot easier. So once we get a bit further inland in America, the hitchhiking will become easier. Kind of clothes and shoes you find most durable for hitchhiking in. Most durable and what I use are not the same answer. My clothes, everything next to skin is merino wool. My socks, underwear, and base layer shirt, whatever shirt I'm wearing, is all merino wool. And it's a very delicate fabric, actually. It's not durable. What it is antimicrobial. I don't get to shower every day. And I prefer to not smell. And merino wool really helps with that. So that's what I wear as a base layer. And then like my backpack is not that durable. It has holes in the bottom. I have patches all over it because it's a very lightweight Dyneema fabric, which is a very durable fabric for the weight, but still when it's a super thin material, you will puncture it. How do you patch it? I had little like Dyneema stick-on patches. Hate how merino wool's clothes look though. It looks so weird on the body. Why? What about it looks weird? Like a lot of them might be a more technical fit, so it might not be like your casual clothes that you'd want to wear out. But like I feel like my light blue long sleeve merino wool shirt just looks like a long sleeve shirt, in my opinion at least. This red shirt I'm wearing is a bit more technical looking. It's a quarter zip. Ugh. Where are we going? It's ride 4 today, I think. I want one more decent length ride today. Get us to like 200 miles. Be happy with that. Sad. You're just trying to go to New York City for a challenge? No, please no. Cities like that are very hard to get out of, so I know that is a joke for the challenge, yeah. And like, I would just probably have to take public transit, like, to the way outskirts, like way west of New York City, as far as I could get it, and then find an on route, and then start heading out. It's just a pain. Where you put your belly box? I'm not using a belly box right now. I'm using an app called IRL Pro, which does SRTLA bonding, similar to a belly box, but without having to carry the extra hardware. But I'm only running 2 networks right now, instead of, I usually ran 3 on the belly box, but you can technically run up to, I think it's technically like software locked at like 100 or something like silly, but you have to run a lot of weird, hey, I'm trying to go 84 west, west to Waterford, Scranton, anywhere west.
Waterford's the other way.
Doesn't this go to 84 and then?
You're going towards New London.
Sorry?
You going towards New London?
You gotta go the other way, girl.
Okay. I don't think so. New London? No. That's not right. This on-ramp goes west and onto 84. Interstate 84, direction Bristol, which is west of here. That's not right. Bristol's west of London. There you go. Probs, they were wrong? Yeah. Oh, Waterbury, not Waterford. Okay, I did the wrong water. Okay, that was my fault though. That's why they said I was going the wrong way. Now I understand. Waterbury. I messed up that. That all makes sense. I mixed up my water places. You said west? Some people can't visualize in a conversation the east-west, north-south. Lost the potential ride? Yeah, I could have messed that up. I don't know where they were going. But in general, for the ride timer, you just want to run it until I actually get in the car, because it's fairly common that someone pulls over and they're going, like, it just can't work out, or maybe they don't want the camera. There's just because someone pulls over, I'd say like 75% of the time I get in, but still, 25% of the time I don't. So I homeboy got confused? Yeah, no, I made a mistake there. I got my waters mixed up, so Waterbury. Ever seen a Google car in your travels? I think only once, and funnily enough, it was in Connecticut, I think. But I was on the coast somewhere in Connecticut, and I just saw it rip past. Yeah, I think that's the only time I've seen it. Should have hit up a truck stop. I do that sometimes. They're a good spot to find both trucks and cars. What's that guy doing? Don't stop in Waterbury if you don't have to. It could be one where we stop, if they're going into it, we stop just before if there's a good on-ramp or a service station or something like that. I'd have to look at it. See here, I can almost, you know, catch a break. Go on the lean a little bit. It's kind of comfy. Oh, he was thinking about it. Sarah says hello. Hi. Did Sarah, did she just come in or did she raid? Sarah raids me like every day. I told her yesterday when we did a phone call right after I ended my stream, I was like, just so you know, Sarah, you don't always have to raid me. You can find other people and raid them, although I appreciate it. It's kind. Sarah says, oi, mate. She's pulling out her inner Australian. Pass the road going too far along your route? Well, I'd ride with them for a while, but I'm not going to do multiple days in one car. She's streaming right now riding her scooter? Wait, how is she streaming that? Travel tunes, road music? No, I don't listen to music as I go. So the camera probably think you're protesting? Who sticks their thumb up for protesting? No, most people know what you're doing. It's just most people won't pick up a hitchhiker. And I feel like the vast majority of people won't see the camera as they drive past. It's kind of like down there. I have it as low as possible, not so it's not visible, but so the wind doesn't grab it. So it has a lower center of balance or whatever. Center of gravity, whatever you call it. It was celebrity chat. Mary's Milk Monsters. Yeah, I've watched her stream a bit. Sarah really likes to stream as well. She got the goats, right? That would have been a hype ride. Mary's an official subscriber now too. Wait, she subscribes? I'm honored. So streaming picking back Larry's, but she forgot to bring her new battery with her and ran out of battery. Yeah, okay, that would do it. Yeah, unfortunately I had to take all the batteries with me to stream with, and I couldn't leave her any, so she had to pick one up. But she just got a basic one, like I get the slightly more expensive fast recharging ones. She got a basic 10,000 mAh battery. As you usually take to get a ride? Average in the US is probably in the 20 to 30 minute range. Some a lot faster, some a lot slower. I don't think do we have good statistics for America? We have average weight statistics for quite a few countries. Just most of my US hitchhiking was before we started analyzing things. You're on a highway that can only go west? No, not at all. Just down the road, it splits between east and west. This is one of the spots where I do want a sign. And I really don't think west is... Some signs can be confusing. But I think of the signs that exist, one that just says your general direction shouldn't be. Shouldn't be confusing, that is. Ever had to be let out because you felt uncomfortable? I've gotten out of cars, but mostly it's because I started drinking. Like, gotten out early. Whoa! Bad backpack. West is south in Connecticut? Why is west south in Connecticut? I have a phone on top of there too, so that'd be less than ideal. Most are heading south. Does 84 generally head south? COVID made wait times go up, made it more difficult. So far on the trip so far, this is only 7 days of hitchhiking since COVID. In 2.5 years, it's my first 7 days back. I haven't noticed any noticeable difference in wait times or anything. But it's only been 7 days. Waterbury. Okay, sorry. I was trying to remember the water town. There's too many water towns. They're like places that start with water. Statistic about the color of cars? No, we haven't. Yeah, you can go pretty deep down the rabbit hole of doing the statistics of hitchhiking and cars and demographics of people would be one. There's a lot you could probably do. We just keep track of average wait time in different places and compare them. And then a lot of the other ones, I just like kind of spitball my guess at guessing like the average. People be like, how often do you get picked up by a girl kind of thing? I'm like, oh, like 15, 20% of the time. Like, that's just me guessing. Carrying school children. Probably wouldn't pick me up. State you found friendliest during your travels? For hitchhiking during my travels, friendliest state. Honestly, doing like state highways in the Northeast, like Vermont, New Hampshire, and stuff like that, found the rides always came really fast. Like the land was quite beautiful, and the people were just like really solid. flick the sign like that. If I'm just holding like this, it's just in the shade, and I feel if I just kind of catch it on the sun a little bit because it's behind me, they might just more look at it. People notice movement better than something stationary. Because not only do I need to see them and register that I'm hitchhiking, but the road splits between east and west up here, and I need them to know I'm going west. I take a job as a sign spinner? No, but imagine if I had like sick sign skills, like when someone's a little bit further, you do like a sick spin and then you hold it and then hitch. Oh, that'd be sick. On a day like today, it'd be impossible. It's way too windy. But apparently school just got out or is about to get out because there's a bunch of vans that say carrying school children on them. They think you're selling insurance? Yeah. She mouthed, sorry. But yeah, we're getting closer to rush hour. I'd like to get away from the busier parts for this. Back out onto the highway. Maybe onto a service station would be nice. Best dressed hitchhiker I've seen? Thank you, I'll take it. Rest stops will get some long distance rides. Yeah, it's some of the best spots to find rides because a lot of this traffic will be local. They're just going a couple exits down or whatever. But when you're on a service station on the highway, a lot of time those people have been driving a long way and they're just stopping for a bathroom, for a bite to eat, some coffee, something, and they're continuing a long way. So some of the best spots to find a good ride is service stations on the side of the highway. You sir have patience. Yeah, if you're gonna hitchhike, and if you're gonna at all enjoy it, you have to have quite a bit of patience. Wear a suit, they'd pick you up faster. I'm really curious about a suit because, like, under what circumstance would a guy in a full, like, proper fitting suit be hitchhiking? I think it would be faster. Because people's curiosity would be very piqued. Like, I'd be very curious if I was driving and I saw someone like dressed well hitchhiking. Fleeing a wedding? Yeah, like I feel like I'd see that and be like, there's a good story here. I want to hear that story. And I'll take them wherever they need to go so I can hear that story. disappointed when you hear the stories just to get a ride? What, they dressed up well just to get a ride? No, I think I'd be like, well, kudos to you. You piqued my interest, and I picked you up. It worked, didn't it? He gave me a thumbs up. I never know if that's sarcastic or not. Like, are they just pretty much mocking you, being like, oh, you're not hitchhiking, you're just giving me a thumbs up, I'll give you a thumbs up back. Or if they're like, you know, good luck. Whoop. It's good luck? I think it depends on the person. I don't think it's all good luck. Still no ride? We'll get one. You gotta be patient to hitchhike. I think it's a fairly local kind of on-ramp. But we'll get something. Yeah, it's a bad spot? No. Just because it takes a little bit to get a ride doesn't mean your spot's bad or you're doing anything wrong. It's just statistically it takes a bit of time to hitchhike. One thing I don't have going for me is the road splits between different directions up there very soon, right? So, yeah. Is 1% picking up? Less. On average, I'd say. But yeah, like 99% of people will never pick up a hitchhiker and have never picked up a hitchhiker. You're just looking for a very small percentage of people that maybe have or maybe might. Or a bit of both. Let's pick up people hitchhiking unless they look kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. No, that's very common. I try to look clean, I try to look presentable, specifically for that reason. I get a lot of people that pull over that haven't picked anyone up before. Like several on this trip already so far. And I have a feeling if I was rugged looking, they wouldn't have stopped. Pick up hitchhikers unless I have my kids with me. See, if I had kids, I think I'd struggle with that one too, because like I hitchhike a ton, right? So when I am driving, I generally pick everyone up. But if I have my kids with me, I'd still be like, you know, if you feel such a responsibility for your children, it might be difficult to like my risk tolerance for myself is at a certain level. Risk tolerance, me, and if I had a kid and my kid was with me, my risk tolerance would be way lower. Where there's a pullover section? That's what a shoulder is. Does it not show up on stream? You would pull over quicker if you had a dog with you? It's an interesting one. So I think with a dog, like I haven't done it. I've met people that have done it with dogs and they seem to get around. But I think you're gonna lose a lot of rides because some people wouldn't want, you know, a stranger's dog in their car. You know, is it clean? Is it gonna like stink up the car? I don't know. But you're probably gonna get some people that would have not picked up any hitchhiker, but they see a dog and they're like, I'm gonna pick up that dog. They don't care about the person, they just want the dog. Because some people freaking love dogs. I think talking to chat deters people. It's totally possible. You might notice I talk a little bit less. Like if there's a line of cars coming by, I might still occasionally be talking or finishing my sentence or something. But a lot of times I kind of shut my mouth for those kind of moments for that reason, because it might. People don't seem friendly on this side of town? Why? Because I haven't been picked up for like, what has it been, like 40 minutes, maybe? Whoa. Wind gust almost ripped the sign out of my hand. What kind of boots do you have on? These are Red Wing Iron Rangers. They've been my hitchhiking boots since 2019. They're getting, the leather uppers at the kind of the flex point are getting pretty worn, but they're still good. Bring back cycling. Do you know why the channel's called Hitch? Because this channel was made for hitchhiking. Cycling was a pandemic activity, and I'd still like to do some cycling trips, so the cycling will come back, but the type of travel I really like doing is hitchhiking, as strange as that sounds. I know it's weird, but I like it. Used to cycle, what happened? No, I spent most of my adult life hitchhiking, and then during the pandemic I thought hitchhiking was too social. Like I'm in and out of cars all day. I'm a prime candidate to, you know, spread, you know, COVID around, and I'd feel very bad for doing that. It just didn't seem ethical by my standards. You can say whatever you want, but this is how I feel. So instead of that, I did long distance bicycle touring. And this is my first trip back in 2.5 years of since I've been last hitchhiking. Go through Banff National Park. You have to pay the driver's cash for yourself. Why would Banff? Why would I pay them through Banff? Like, you have to pay to stay in Banff National Park. But if I'm just passing through and they're just passing through, no one pays anything. Longest way to get picked up, 8.5 hours at Fort Nelson, BC, Canada. Have you not taken a ride because of the condition of the car? I've been in some pretty rough cars before. I've never turned down a car because, you know, it looks rough, sounds rough. One time a guy pulled over, where was that? Somewhere Midwest, I think. And he had like his spare wheel on, and we got chatting, and apparently he'd been using it for like a month straight, and he couldn't afford to, you know, get a new wheel, a proper one. And he was like commuting on the interstates, and aren't you only supposed to go a certain speed on those things? Anyway, I think I gave him like $100 to get a new wheel at the end of it. Def didn't use it for a wheel? I told him I was giving it for a wheel, whether he did or didn't. Like, the thing I'm doing involves a lot of trust in people. They have to trust me, I have to trust them, I'm getting into their car. It doesn't really affect me whether he used it or not for that, but he seemed like a nice guy, just tight on cash. Then I had a little bit of extra. So why not? Banff has a toll to enter. If you're just passing through, you don't have to pay. I've been through there lots of times. If you're staying in Banff, then yes. But don't you, what do you pay? Is it by car or is it by person? If me being in a car makes someone pay extra, then I'd probably offer to pay my share, so I'm not a financial burden to them. Generally, the contract we have when we're hitchhiking, if you could call it that, is they're driving somewhere. They're driving somewhere anyway, and they're just offering to let you tag along. I don't want to cost them anything. I don't ask them to go out of their way. The only thing I'll ask for is, like, if they're going further than I want to go in a direction I'm not trying to not get to, the only thing I'll be is like, can you let me out early? So can you exit the highway and then re-enter it? That's the extent of it. Easier to keep going south? Right now, south will keep me on the eastern seaboard, and I don't want to stay anywhere by the east coast because it's city after city after city after city, and that is hard for hitchhiking. Cities are the hardest part about. He's not getting picked up? Why not? I don't know, how many times I've been picked up? Like 20-something times so far on this trip to get here. The reason I'm here is because I got dropped off here. There's nothing wrong really with this en route. We've just been waiting 40-something minutes, which is a very normal amount of time to be hitchhiking. But I've hitchhiked through all lower 48 contiguous US states, or whatever you freaking call it. US is fine for hitchhiking. And beyond that, I've hitchhiked in about 40 countries. Been picked up 1,900 times. And the universal thing with hitchhiking is no matter where you are, no matter what you look like, given enough time, someone always stops. And I feel like no one here watching has more experience and could tell me otherwise. Is there a normal amount of time? I wouldn't consider it like a long wait until it's over 2 hours. That's when I consider it long. And that doesn't really upset me. Sometimes you have to wait a long time, and that's fine. But I'd consider it long at that point. Tried writing Not a Murderer? Yeah, I had one of those. I was in California in 2018. I used that. I did get picked up. But what I did is on one side of the sign I had south, and the other side said Not a Murderer. So as people were approaching, I had it on the south side. Oh, it's windy. And then, so it'd be like south, and then when they got close, I'd flip it, and then flip to Not a Murderer. Anonymous individual with the 10 gifted subs. Hey, thank you very much for the 10 subs. Why is my Streamlabs not updating? Or Stream Elements, rather. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much. If you were gifted a sub, welcome to the Twitch Hikers. There it is. Have I missed? Yeah, I missed like it's Yoda with. Okay, I didn't. Okay, is this off? Yeah, it was. Why does this keep turning off? Do I not have on the turn settings? Oh, I don't have the keep Bluetooth speaker on thing. Okay. But then also my Stream Elements is freezing and not playing any notifications. Oh, the police, let's see. Police didn't care at all. Well, the police was actually on his phone, but I don't think he even saw me. Okay. What the heck? Why is Stream Elements acting so strange? Usual experience with police? Police pull over for me a lot in the United States and not a lot everywhere else in the world. In the US, when a cop pulls over, it's very common for them to tell me it's illegal to hitchhike in the state that we're at. And there's only a few states where it's illegal to hitchhike at: Nevada, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey, and surprisingly most of Hawaii. So now you have a cop telling you you're doing something illegal, but I know it's not illegal, and then we have to because I can't just agree with them and then leave, because then I'm going to hitchhike again, because this is a hitchhiking trip. And then if they come back again, then they're going to be really pissed and it'll be annoying. So you have to have this conversation and be like, based on my reading of the law, blah, 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 hitchhiking isn't legal for these reasons. It is illegal in these places, but this is not one of those. But you have to be really careful when if you're trying to have a conversation with a police officer and they're telling you something and you're telling them they're wrong, you're very likely to antagonize them if you tell them they're wrong. So you really got to do it in the most polite way you can. But usually once they can tell I have like a head on my shoulders, I'm sober, I'm not a danger to anyone in their community, they're kind of, I am the law persona, tempers down, and then we can have a normal conversation. And then usually they're pretty chill, and then I usually ask if they can give me a ride down the road, and then maybe like 50% of the time they'll give me a lift. NG 99K with the 6-month resub. And I think a lot of them don't mind giving me a ride because it gets them out of their kind of jurisdiction. Like they're just getting me out of town so they don't have to deal with me, which I think makes us both happy, right? So, ever been handcuffed for precautions? No. A state trooper threatened to arrest me in Massachusetts, but you know, he was just special. Been a car that was pulled over hitchhiking? Yeah. Has it happened on stream? I think it might have happened once, but I'm not sure. Definitely when I was hitchhiking without the stream. I'm trying to remember if it has happened on stream. Hitchhiking through Russia, we had several people had to bribe the police in the car. Police were pretty corrupt there, it seemed. Almost an hour wait time. An hour is very, very common. If you think you're gonna be here a while on this stream and like watch the whole trip, for us to be an hour plus on the current wait to catch a ride, this will be very normal. Hitchhiking involves lots of patience. If you don't have patience, you probably should not hitchhike. With that said, most people don't choose to hitchhike. It's ludicrous, you need a lift soon? No, I'd like to get a lift, yes, of course, that's why I'm doing it, but it doesn't bother me to wait. It's all part of the process. Flow of traffic isn't too bad? Yes, the disheartening times are like you're hitchhiking in a spot and there's so few cars that like it feels like you're not going to get picked up because, well, you need to have cars to drive by in order to get a ride, right? When you're going to walk again, there's a sign right there that says prohibited pedestrians, motorbikes, motorcycles, bicycles past this point. So where would I walk to? Know exactly where it's very local traffic. Do you have a recommendation? I just need anyone going a little bit west. I don't know if there's a way I can walk and get onto 84 West proper, or it doesn't split between east and west. But like, you got to deal with the cards you're dealt with hitchhiking, and sometimes you're in a spot with lots of local traffic. Signs in the nearest town that way help? Potentially. I don't have that much clear cardboard right now. On the back sides of these signs, they just have a bunch of, like, you know, the writing on the outside of boxes going on. It is what it is. That's generally how I see it. Like, you're not always in the best spot. Like, the shoulder's fine, but local person saying it's a lot of local traffic, it makes a lot of sense. And that's a lot of the reasons why I don't like being in super populated areas, because it's hard to find an on-ramp to the highway, interstate, whatever, when you're in a very populated area that's actually going somewhere. A lot of people are just staying within a few exits of where we are, which makes it hard. I got a few extra pieces of cardboard. Usually, hey. Yeah, west on 84. Anywhere west. Where are you heading to? Okay, anywhere west to help me out. Sweet. Before I hop in, I make like a live video documentary about hitchhiking. I don't have to point the camera at you at all, but I have this with me. Is that okay? Yeah? Bag in the back seat, or? Is it okay, or? Well, just the backpack. Thanks, man. Try to not touch the railing there. All right, really appreciate it. All right. Are you just heading home right now, or?
1.5 miles. Use the right 3 lanes to take exit 33 for.
Getting in the left lane. So you're just gonna take me like a few exits down onto 84 West, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to this exit,
Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think where I was there's many people heading out that far west. It's like a lot of local traffic.
Yeah. Most likely everybody see if they were working in Britain.
Yeah.
It's like it's going on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See right now I got
Oh, you're doing a... Okay.
no matter if I
This way.
Turn west, right?
Okay, all right, all right. Like Waterbury, Scranton. I'm going to California actually, so I'm just going, well, west until I run out of west. Sorry? Yeah, so since 2018, I film what it's like to hitchhike all over the world. I've done it in 30 some odd countries with the camera. Yeah, and it's an uncommon form of traveling, so I show people what it's like to stick your thumb out, people you meet, the places you go, experiences you have. So we're off the highway now, and you're gonna go do your delivery?
Yeah. Taco Bell, get an order, and go heading that way.
Heading that way? And it's
west, because right now we're in Plainville.
Yeah.
And this food is going to Plainville, but more towards west, because I checked the map. It's not going that way, it's going this way.
Oh, so am I staying in for a little bit here?
No, I'm just grabbing something and heading back.
Okay.
Gotta make money.
No, absolutely.
I mean, almost homeless. Somebody's let me use a room because my wife cheated on me. She kicked me out, blah, blah, you know.
Sorry to hear that, man.
It's because I'm sick. I got a rare disease.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. It's only 3,000 patients in the United States.
Really?
Yeah. It's common disease in Europe.
Yeah.
But over here, it sucks. It's only 3,000 person.
Okay.
Well, at least I got the medicine.
Yeah.
It's more important.
So so you're doing this, coming back and then going back, and we're kind of still heading west?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's
Do you want me to come in, or you want me to stay, or?
Yeah, you can stay here.
All right. Cool.
Get back.
All right. Thanks, bro. That's a sad story. That's sad. Locked in? What do you mean the window's open? Just want to charge the microphone receiver. So first, what, being left in the car? No, I'm now working. We are now doing DoorDash. Just kidding, US Customs, I'm not. This is not my employment. I didn't come to the United States to seek employment. I would never do that. Don't ban me from the United States.
See, I earned $5 right there for 8 minutes. Good.
How much for 8 minutes?
8 minutes, $5.
Okay, okay.
We're gonna do that. Take it to a place. But yeah, life is not easy anymore.
No. Can I?
Especially a person like me, it's hard. Right now I'm walking because I got medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have that medicine, I can't even walk.
And do you have any kind of insurance that helps?
Yeah, I got Social Security.
Yeah. Because I'm from Canada, so the healthcare situation is slightly different. But yeah, it's United States is a unique place in how healthcare works.
Yeah, it is. Well, and in my condition, it took me 4 years.
Yeah.
So they can know what I have, and
with those rare diseases, that's very common. That takes a long time because doctors never think to search for something so uncommon, right?
And mine, who discovered, was a student in college, because the disease that I have, that's the way they start when you're in college.
Oh, okay.
So that was more easy for me when they sent me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I already went to a different hospital and they couldn't find nothing, so that was my last option.
Yeah.
So I took it, I went there and I started research.
Okay.
And less than, I would say, a year, they already know what I have.
And do you mind me asking, like, what the name of your?
It's called lumbar Eaton McDonough syndrome.
That's it.
Is what causes is supposedly small cell cancer in the lung. I don't have any cancer. So 60% of the person that have Rett syndrome has cancer.
Yeah.
But the other 40% where I'm at, they don't have cancer. All of them, that 40% is from 40 and under, they don't have cancer.
Okay. And
50 years and up, they all have cancer.
I see. And is it manageable, like with medicine?
It's manageable. You're not, I would say you're not 100%. The walk is, I would say like 65-70%.
Okay.
And the medicine lasts 4 hours max.
Yes.
And so a day I do in the morning and lunch, afternoon, and before we go to bed.
Yeah.
Because the one before we go to bed is the one that will last me when I wake up.
And does the nighttime one last more than 4 hours so you can get a proper night's sleep?
Yeah, it's because as long as when I go to sleep and my body is resting, it's not moving.
Yeah.
So I have 15 minutes when I get up doing my medicine.
Okay.
So I could be again who I am, right?
Yeah.
Now I'll be like, man, I can't even. My whole body is exhausted.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not something that I would die soon, but I will have a lot of problems when I'm in my 50s.
Yeah.
A lot. When I say a lot. Yeah. So that was one of the parts that my wife really.
That's rough.
Every year I get more sick, more sick, more sick.
Yeah.
So, but it's again, like I say, whatever you do, at the end it will hit you bad than me because I'm going through all this and she's happy and I'm good that she's happy. But what she did to me is not. I forgive her and everything. But she don't deserve it no more because she keep playing with me. Like right now, I'm basically in the street. If it's not for my friend that I know him from high school, I would be in the street.
It's tough right now, isn't it? And are you originally from this area? Like
well, I'm
around
from
like
Puerto Rico, but
oh, from Puerto Rico.
Living almost all this town.
Yeah.
I've been living here for already came in 2002.
Yeah.
And I work in this town.
This town here, or
yeah, in this town because I was a cook. I was a chef. I got culinary arts. I was good until I got sick.
And with your condition, you can't have any kind of job that requires the finer motor skills, or
I could work, but I cannot work because like right now what I'm doing, I only can do like 20 hours.
Yeah.
Of work.
Oh, yeah.
If
Okay.
not,
Yeah.
If I do more, it will affect my medicine.
Yeah.
Because they pay my medicine.
Yeah.
And one bottle a month is $50,000.
Oh my God.
I don't have.
Wow. And do you have to pay anything for it now, or is it?
No.
No.
I work. Well, I'm disabled.
Yeah.
I will also my Social Security pay the insurance.
Okay.
And they send me a check.
Well.
I work 11 years. I pay my Social Security in 11 years.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you're able to get your medicine covered by Social Security, because that is an insane cost if you weren't covered.
Well, if I don't get covered, I gotta call the program where I start the research.
Yeah.
Because when I started that medicine, it wasn't legal.
Yeah.
It was just an experiment since
okay.
1970.
Oh, it's been experimental since 1970, so it's been around a while. Yeah.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But they didn't have so many patients.
Yeah.
Like now. After they find out I had it, literally 5 months later, the FDA approved it.
Okay.
I was like, well, I was the last one, because that's exactly what they did. And then now I gotta go through the insurance. Now it's no free. Now
When it was experimental, it was free,
free.
and now you have to go through insurance
Now
and
I
get
have
Social
to go
Security.
through
Okay.
Because now it's proof. And whoever got the disease and they don't find the right doctor, the right neurology, it's gonna go through a lot. Like when I say through a lot, because you find it, more chance
Yeah.
you have cancer.
And yeah, it's about when it's something so rare. It's
Only find it as a student because they doing it right there when they start college. Man, I was lucky. I was living next to UConn College.
and that the student, they went to that college and they found it. Is that what you said?
And
Yeah.
the student and find it in the college.
Yeah.
When he find it,
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
he got a better job now and everything. He went on what's his name? Like his thing now.
Yeah.
I bring him to life. I always say I gotta try and help more people with my syndrome. Because it's like I say, it's hard to find it. It's not easy.
Do you know many people with your syndrome? Like there's like a Facebook group or something?
It's not easy to find it because all the symptoms is exactly as multiple sclerosis, lupus. So there's a lot of neurology disease that are gonna look exactly. The only way they can find it, they had to do a test. They test your muscles and nerve with electricity. So the strain that shows in the computer, it will tell them if it's positive or no. After they find that, they gotta send my blood test to my clinic, and then when that blood test come back, that's when they know if I'm positive.
Okay, so it's quite a process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like when they find out, I was more happy, but at the same time not, because all they tell you gotta come down because it could be cancer. And it's like, that was bad.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. Food delivery. That's a sad story. Can we stream? Yeah, maybe we can tell them you could stream the DoorDash delivery.
That's why I have my can, I have my pen there. Hey, mine is going to Bristol. Look, this is good for you too.
Yeah, Bristol's west, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next to Waterbury. It's
Yeah.
exactly like 10, 15 minutes from Waterbury.
Okay, all right.
This one was a good trip.
All right. All right, but yeah, thanks again for giving me a lift. Not too much around. We had somehow west.
Literally, I can't do this by myself because I get too much estimate. Because I need somebody, so I cannot
Someone to talk to keep your brain occupied.
Because I get stuck. Like, it's been 6 months that my wife did all this bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm being going.
Have you heard of the platform Twitch TV?
I've not been watching TV for a long time. That's
No, it's like an online website.
no. It's telling me that order's ready to pick up.
In Bristol?
No, in Plainville.
Yeah.
But I gotta take in Plainville to take it to Bristol.
Okay,
Place.
all right.
The same thing I
Because one thing you could do, if you're curious, just for the social aspect of it, is what I do with my broadcasting is people watch as it happens. It's a live direct broadcast, and people talk to me and ask me questions. And when I'm standing there hitchhiking, it makes it quite fun, entertaining, social. So while you're doing like deliveries like this, you could like stream your community around. You could have your phone just running the camera and broadcasting from there, and then people would talk to you through there. And then you might even earn a little bit of money from broadcasting on that platform.
Yeah, I can do that all along. I don't use my name because the thing, like I say, I can't do much more than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
If I do that,
Oh, I see what you mean. You can't show the income.
yeah, I can't show my income. It will affect me bad. And it sucks because I used to get more money than I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
When I was working, I was a full-time man doing like 40 hours, 45, 50 hours until I get sick. Went to look for help.
Yeah.
And they told me you have to stop. And I'm like, you told me I only need a help just to figure out what I have, but through the process, my body was going more and more.
Yeah. It's such a horrible position, like that they're forcing you to not work, so you can't really have much income. But if you were working enough, then you wouldn't get the medication covered, and it would be impossible for anyone to afford $50,000 a month.
So I was 215 pounds. Now I don't have no muscle. I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Everything went away. Like gone. But it's okay. I will survive.
Yeah.
And be doing already so much time because they find it in 2018 and I was dealing it already for like 2 years knowing what's going on. Every time it was going more week and more week and more week.
Yeah.
It came to the point that I couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
So that's when they sent me to more special doctors.
West Bristol. Sorry, just looking at a map.
Yeah, Southington, between Southington and Plainville.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Canada, so I don't know the area very well. So when I'm getting rides places, I'm like, where am I?
It's very far.
Have you ever been up that way before?
No.
No.
I only been because I like to drive. So
Yeah.
I went all the way to Florida.
Oh yeah.
So I went all this side all the way to Florida. But other than that, I didn't went nowhere else.
Yeah.
But I stopped in every state.
How was the trip down to Florida?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Did you go all the way down to like Miami or the Keys or?
No, I went to Kissimmee, and then I went to the beach.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go more down because it was only vacation. So my wife would have everything planned.
Yeah.
I was the driver,
Yeah.
and she don't drive far.
But as you said, you like driving, right? So.
Yeah. She only drive the day and night. She don't drive at all.
Yeah. That's one thing I miss about when I'm traveling like this. I'm always in the passenger seat. I actually really do enjoy driving. It's relaxing to me.
I can't be there.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I got other shit. I got problems, you know. I drink medicine, so I don't be like. If not, it would be like this.
Okay.
Doing like this.
Like driving keeps your mind and body occupied, so it's focused on a task kind of thing.
Before I had so much accidents because I couldn't be slow. I had to be fast.
Yeah. Before you got the medication?
Yeah. Before. Now it's more calm, but the only thing I can't do a lot of stuff. I like to do a lot of stuff, but I can't. That was a lot of problem that we had because she want to do stuff. We want to do stuff, but my body can't do a lot.
Yeah.
There was always arguing. It would've messed me up if she would've be, you know, like, she would've say already, like, she was tired and she didn't be doing that. She was doing it for, like, a year and a half, and I didn't even know.
Oh. That's just a tough situation all around.
And then she spent all my money, man. My money. I had $50,000. All my money from the Social Security.
Mm-hmm. Is that legal? Can they do that?
Well,
during a divorce or before the?
And all the bank account and everything are together. So
they split the assets?
She was with me, but she didn't, like, she was acting like everything was fine until the bank, it was empty. The bank empty.
And then
everything, like, I told you I want to do a business. I want you spend all the money in buying a car, buying shoes. Like, she spent a lot of money, and all that money she spent it in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Vacation, everything.
And it was then after all the money was spent, then she left?
No, she kicked me out of the house.
Oh.
Like, you have to go. I'm like, really? But because I find out, and the thing, I forgive her. And the whole year she spent the money.
Mm-hmm.
To then tell me it's not working. Yeah.
Like, you guys are donating money to me to give to him. I only have Canadian money. I can, and I'll just have to tell him, you have to take this to a currency conversion place, and they'll give you US dollars for it at a, equivalent of 100 Canadian dollars would be like, I don't know, 80 bucks. Most banks take USD? What do you mean? Of course they take USD in Canada or in the United States. Cash App Venmo? Is Cash App? We don't have that in Canada. Met Cat Hitch? Well, no, I'll give him some, like, I'm not going, you guys are donating for him. Yeah, I can give him some cash. I'll just have to do a currency conversion in my head. Oh, you'll send him Cash App. You have covered distance here? We're going to Bristol, which is west. It's a little bit off the 84, but it's west.
What's up? Mira la cosa. Mira la cosa.
84 centimeters south of you. Bristol's fine. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe. Actually, so I think, because I want to stay on the 84 here, actually. So rather than go to Bristol, I think I'll get out here and just hitch a ride out onto the highway that way.
I take you when I go to Bristol, I take you to the part where you want to be.
But back to the 84? Because that would be like way south.
Well,
because you're going way up here and then I'm going on this highway down here. So like unless you're going further down this way.
I'm going to take this street, but up there that it will take me back to 84.
But where eventually are you going on 84?
Well, see, when I'm going to, I'm going to the downtown, so Route 6 is over there, but right here I take the west 3, and I can leave you.
It's just quite north of the 84. But what I'm gonna do is, people were watching here and people gave money to me, but they heard your story about how hard you have it. So I'm going to, I'm from Canada and I haven't gotten any US cash out yet, but I'm gonna give you $70 Canadian. That's like $60 US.
Well, I'm gonna bring you to 84 up there, because the food is gonna be far. So, but I can take you to 84.
That's all right.
I take 84 to go.
Because I'm right next to the on-ramp here, and then I don't want to make you run around too much because you're already doing it.
So,
because there's an on-ramp right there, like right next to us. So I'm gonna just continue hitchhiking down there.
Oh.
But this is from people that were watching.
Okay.
That watch my program hitchhiking all the time. They're just like, hey, a few people donated like $5, $10 and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just kind of reeling that. I know it's Canadian dollars, but if you go to any bank, they should take Canadian dollars and can put it in your account and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll do that.
So, but yeah, thank you for telling me your story, and thank you for the lift. You actually helped me out a lot. I wasn't in the best spot, but I think this will be a better spot to picture ride.
If you want, I could take you some clothes.
No, it's like right here.
Oh, it's right here where you want
It's quite close. So I'll do that, but no, thank you so much, and it was wonderful talking. What's your name?
Basilio.
Basilio.
Basilio? Yeah, Basilio.
That's a cool name.
So BASILIO.
That's a cool name. I like that. And if you are curious what I do, and even if you wanted to do something, you can message me. So this is the where I broadcast to, Twitch TV. And if you ever wanted to broadcast a little bit on that platform.
Like to do stuff like this, so I will do it with him.
Yeah, you can check it out. But yeah, if you ever want to broadcast, you can message me and I can tell you how I do it.
So this is where I gotta.
This is where you can see all the video and stuff, and then through there you can contact me, or there's an email and stuff like that too if you want to contact me.
I contact you.
Okay.
All
right. Cool. Thank you so much for the lift. All right. I think I got everything. Just gonna grab my backpack.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, man.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your day. This picnic table. It's a really good spot. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Yeah, someone got some wings or something. I don't actually know how much people donated in chat, but I don't know. I just give them 70 Canadian dollars. I do need to hit an ATM though. I need to get some US cash. Oh, it's bright. Oh my lord. Okay, let's put you a bit over here so I'm not staring directly at the sun direction. So, okay, is it 50 USD? Oh, it's probably something like that. Got a little drink of water. We're gonna look at a map. Need to charge that phone, so I'll get another battery up. Because yeah, Bristol's like northwest of here, and I don't know, because he's just doing deliveries, and there's a good chance he won't get a delivery that goes way straight south back onto the 84 here. So I decided it would just be logical to get out here when we're right next to an on-ramp. And there's quite a few services here, so it should have some traffic. Can we close today? Like, that probably wasn't actually that much distance. We were kind of just weaving around through towns doing, a delivery, but it got me into a better spot to hitchhike, I think. On-ramp is a small pull-off. It's a good spot. All right, that's good. Last spot was clear. It was only an hour. Trust me, if an hour is a long time for hitchhiking, you ain't seen nothing yet. We got Dansk with the 10 gifted subs. Okay, is this? You're supposed to stay on. Dansk, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. If you're gifted sub, welcome to the Twitch Hikers. I always have to stutter on that because I'm used to saying Twitch Bikers. Uncomfortable towards the end? You seem uncomfortable? I don't always know what to say, like especially when he's talking. So he's talking about his disease that he has, and I can go through with that. And then on top of that, he's talking about how his now ex-wife treated him, and I don't know what to say other than sorry. Like, my mind is like oozing empathy out of it. I'm just like, what do I say? So I didn't know what to say. Not really much to say. He just needed an ear. I know, it's just, he says a lot, and I feel like I have to say something. But I did think he wanted someone to chat to, someone to listen and stuff like that. But we're at 4 o'clock, so I got till 6:45 is sunset. So we got just over 2.5 hours. But it's not so uncommon that someone, like when I'm hitchhiking, that someone completely open. They do need someone to talk to, as you guys are saying in chat here. I found a dime. That's the only American currency I might have. I'll leave it here though. Don't look at the street view at the beginning of the on-ramp you will be using. Why is it that bad?
Woodsy Web tipped $10. Thank you. Thanks for helping out the guy W.
Why did it cut off mid-sentence? Woodsy, thank you so much for the $10 donation. I really appreciate it. Thanks for like the smallest amount, but hopefully you'll put it to good use. Look, what is waiting there? Wait, so should I look at Street View or should I not look at Street View? Anyway, one more drink of water, then we'll continue and just go. Woo. Yeah, I got the W and then it just froze up.
Rare disease.
Brian, what was that? Why Why did the W break you? That was such a delay. That was the biggest stutter I've ever heard in my life. Because that was the rest of the donation message. Learn to be a good listener. I like to think I can be. Occasionally I get lost in the conversation if something's going on with the stream while I'm in a car, and then someone will be explaining something and I'll get lost, but it's the best way to have a good conversation is to actually listen to what people are saying and say something relevant to what they're saying. Oh, that is some good wind. Okay, anyway, I'm ready to go. You guys are probably ready to go. Now get out of Hartford? No, we are. Actually, where are we? We are in south of Plainville. Kind of halfway between Hartford and Waterbury. Southington. Yeah, okay, no, yeah. Kind of between Southington and Plainville at a junction. But yeah, probably closer to Southington. He was 17 and she was 5, I'm in between. Summertime in northern Michigan. Wow, that's a lot of music going on. Go south to 84. That's where we're going right now. How far is it? Oh, it's like right here. Easy peasy. Right? Yeah. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, that looks good. That's a nice spot. I'm digging that. Whoa. It's one of the best interstate ramps we've had on this trip because we haven't actually had that many good ones. They've been kind of meh. What direction is it facing? So I gotta go out there, right. Right. The sun will be backlit again. It'll be hard to see the sign. With that said, we'll just be on 84, so probably don't even need a sign per se, but still waiting for a ride. Did I miss the ride since AFK? We just got out of a ride. So, unless there's a police car posted there. Is that what was on Street View? Did I miss? I saw a vehicle. I didn't realize it was a police car though. What distance have we done today? We're still, what, like at 100 miles or something like that? It's nothing crazy. We've had 4 rides. It's not too far. It's been a good day of hitchhiking though. As I've been kind of saying, when we're in like these concentrated population centers where there's towns and cities everywhere, it's hard to get long distance rides sometimes. Our first ride today was actually quite good, but after that it's been short little rides down the way, which we're still getting distance. It's just you get the bulk of your distance from the longer rides. Once we get further out west and everything's more spread out, our average ride length will increase significantly, most likely, and it'll be easier to get the number of miles we need a day more consistently. what was that, 4 for the day? 4 rides? Are we on to attempting ride number 5? I just need to reach a day destination time, about 200 miles, probably just over. And then it depends on the route, of course, as well. Like, yeah, some ways will be more efficient distance-wise than others. And I don't have a specific route in mind, either than probably going through Arizona. So I'll probably be south by the time I need to get all the way west. Wait, wait a second. What? Push button for green light. What green light? There's no light to turn green over there. Huh? I'm so confused. What? This is a pedestrian crossing with a crosswalk. Let's push for green light. But what does that mean? There's no pedestrian thing over there. Like, I'll just go when these cars start going. I don't know if they get a left advance over there. But, okay, they get a left advance, and then I'll just go when these cars start going. The roads are for cars, right? There we go. They forgot to install. It seems that way. Well, they wouldn't even push the button for a green light. There is no green light. Just kicked a rubber something from a car. Stroads are scary. Yeah, this is a good example of a stroad. Street road. Alright, so here's our junction here. See in front of me. Let's get closer. Interstate 84 west to Waterbury. That's the direction we're heading. To and through Waterbury. Ideally not stopping there. If I could get a ride past Waterbury, that would be ideal. And then is there really that much on 84 until we get to like Scranton, like Pennsylvania? No, I can't really go that far, but anyway, people can still pull over. Can't go past the sign. Even though it would be better to go past the sign. Oops. Hey, for all the way to Portland, Oregon? I won't, but it's good that you could. Ooh. Oh God, okay, what have I done? Hey, it's broken. Try to not get that much sun in your eyes. Oops. Forgot my thing was charging. All right. Do 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 do. Maybe. Guys, the sun's all backlit, which is kind of annoying. So much in the eye. I don't like. There's no good spot because the sun is directly behind where I'm going to be hitchhiking, right? So it's just difficult to position this right. stand in front of the sun? Maybe. If my average spot where I'm standing is in front of the sun, then maybe it would be better. Like this. Your aura is showing? Do I look ethereal? Is that a good word? Make eye contact with the driver? That's what I'm doing. So generally I try to make eye contact, and as they drive past I give them a little bit of a nod, which, if they're making eye contact with me, if you like give someone a little down nod, they just can't resist nodding back at you. It's like human nature. And now we've pretty much just said hello, which I think probably helps us build a bit of a repertoire. Like, I have no way to prove that. Like, I haven't like hitchhiked 200 rides with nodding and hitchhiked 200 rides without nodding and built up a large enough sample size to see if that has made any appreciable difference. But in my head, it sounds like a good idea. Didn't write a thesis. I feel like if I went to like, you know, was going for my PhD or master's and you have to do a thesis, if that's what you're supposed to do, I'd probably do it on hitchhiking if at all possible. If I could. Using dirty psychology tricks to get rides by trying to say hello to people. That's so dirty of me. Damn hitchhikers trying to be friendly. How do you? I'm 28 now. We tried the leg trip. I don't even know what people mean by the like show some leg. Like, I don't even know, but people always say it in chat because it's from something, I presume. And I've hitchhiked for 9 years, and I don't like. Am I just pulling my pant leg up? What does it mean to show some leg? The wind makes it hard with the sign sometimes. Like it's a wind coming from behind me. So I was trying to blow my sign away. Oh, we got clutch with the 40-month reset. Is this, why does this keep turning on? Oh no, it was on. Sorry, I just wanted to read it. I wanted the speaker to read that out. man. Where are you headed?
Waterbury.
Waterbury? That'd help me out. So I make a live video documentary about hitchhiking, so I have a camera. I don't have to point it at you, but I got it in my hand. Is that something you're okay having in your car? No? All good. Thank you very much for stopping though. Have a good one. Happens. I think that's our third on the trip. Again, I say this every time because people are just like, will say mean things about people in chat that are like, don't want the camera. I don't feel any negative. I don't have any negative feelings about someone that doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah, it's very understandable. Tell them you own Twitch. The vast majority of people that stop for me are not going to know what Twitch is. Just saying. Lots of traffic though. It is a busier time of the day though. Oh, missed one. Average how long it takes a successful taker? Like worldwide, 20-30 minutes. Probably closer to 20. But it depends where you're at. Sorry, I missed it. It was Clutch Frog with the 40-month resub, and then we had the rides. I never acknowledged that, though. I was trying to get the speaker going so it would play it. Actually, let me see if the speaker will play it. No? Doesn't seem to want to. But Clutch Frog, thank you very much for the 40-month resub. I don't know why it's so temperamental. And Patrick FPS with the 3-month Prime resub. Thank you for that. Are you gonna play? No, nothing's working. Oh. Would your journey start anyway? I can check out the route the last 7 days. Do we have a map that's updated for this trip so far? I started in St. John's, Newfoundland, if not. And like probably if you like maps route from St. John's, Newfoundland to here, it'd be similar to my route with some minor alterations. There is? So exclamation point map is updated. So you got it? Okay. Hey, you like that speaker? I like it. It's nice that it clips on thing. Right now it's on a pant loop, but my issue I think is the software. Yeah, like my Streamlabs just logged, or Stream Elements just logged out. It'll work for a little bit, and then like if there's a gap between people doing stuff, it seems to just disconnect, and then I have to muck about with it a bunch to get it to reconnect. I don't know. Guaranteed I'm doing something wrong, because it seems most people can handle text-to-speech without too much issues, but apparently I can't. But it's fine, and the battery lasts like a really long time. Petra Corey with the 9-month resub, thank you very much for that. I've been attacked by a bird. One time a bird pooped on my head. I feel like that's a form of assault. Map doesn't show Connecticut travel. A lot of times it lags behind because it's manually updated. So lag behind a day or two. And we only got to Connecticut today. Hey, miles you went today? We're probably at like 100-ish. Not too much. I need to make a better just general west sign. Just the generic west, but one that actually looks good. Semi-truck driver might be good. Should you go far? Yeah. So my comment on that is they're good. Truck drivers are usually interesting. They got stories to tell and stuff like that. But most truck drivers work for a company. They're not an owner operator. And most companies have banned people from picking have banned their drivers from picking people up, which makes it uncommon that I get a ride. So I've had one on this trip. I saw her read my sign. She mouthed west. That's a good sign. My sign is legible. Oh, they were so thinking about it. And it was like a Westfalia, like Volkswagen van. I have anecdotes about them. So in my head, like an old Volkswagen traveling van would be a really, you think would be very likely to pick you up. But I think I've only been picked up like by one, and you see them fairly frequently still. But they're like collectible now. So a lot of people that have the Volkswagen vans are like, since they're expensive and collectible, they're no longer like the hippie-ish kind of vibe that you think you'd get. Oh, that is a good wind. Setting for sending silent audio speaker prevent it from turning off. I'm using it through a second one, and through StreamBuddy it has the same setting. And I have that setting applied, and it's I can't get it to, like, the speaker's still on technically right now. It just isn't playing audio. Travel clear across the country 2 times, only saw 1 hitchhiker in Oregon. See, that goes to show you how rare it is nowadays. You don't see people out there hitchhiking too much. And one of the most common questions I ask when I'm in there is like, so have you picked up a hitchhiker before? And one of the most common answers is like, well, I don't really see them, so maybe I'd pick them up, but there isn't anyone to pick up. String through the sign, wear it around your neck. All that would do right now is it would just go flying like this and probably smack myself around and go ripping around. The wind's really gusty right now. Definitely picked someone up, but never seen it. Yeah, no, it's uncommon to see someone hitchhiking. Oh, they were so thinking about it. People have told me, they're like, hey, if you weren't hitchhiking, like maybe you should do a picking up hitchhikers stream. And I'm like, that'd be cool. But most of the time, the stream would just be me driving around for 8 hours by myself. Thumbs up from that guy. Longest miles you go with one person, 1K. 3,400 kilometers, so just over 2,000 miles, right? Was my longest one. I've had 2 rides over 3,000 kilometers. The 3,400 one was across a good chunk of Canada, from near Ottawa, Ontario to Lake Louise, Alberta. Oh, there's a Ferrari over there. And the second longest one, I think it was like maybe 3,100 or so, was in Russia, it's like Nizhny Novgorod to Novosibirsk, Russia. Both of them were 3 days long. I'm in Nizhny Novgorod? Oh, really? I've never had someone say that, because I tell that story about that ride semi-frequently. I've never had someone in my chat say that they're local to that area. Sick looking at that person for 30 days. The one across Canada was like, it worked out well for both of us. He's from Quebec, I think he was like 18 at the time, and he just packed his car and he was driving to Lake Louise, Alberta to get a job at the Fairmont there in Lake Louise, which is like a pretty famous hotel. And he didn't have the job yet, he just decided he was going to get one. We did exchange contact info and he did get that job, so that's right on him, but he just wanted to get there fast. So we took turns driving, because I have my full driver's license, so he'd drive until he got tired, then I'd drive.